Hey there everybody, it's Val and welcome to my first end of the day tour for Phoenix Reborn. This is a new mod pack that's available in the FTB launcher under the third party tab. You do need to put in a pack code, however, which is Phoenix Reborn, spelt like so. So you put that in the pack code and then you'll be able to see it on your launcher and download it. What is it about? Well, I am still learning it myself. I will say that the modpack team, and it is a team called the Phoenix team, have actually spent a lot of time integrating both Botania and blood magic into the pack in such a way that the recipes, well, you need Botania and you need blood magic in order to make machines. Or at least some of the machines anyway. And when you're getting started, some of the recipes that you're used to, they're a little different. And all the ores that you expect to find in the world, in the overworld, well, they're not all in the overworld. This mod pack encourages you basically to go to various dimensions in succession. So in the overworld, you can find iron, lapis, redstone, and coal. Coal and iron and redstone have had their frequency of appearance in the world highly adjusted upwards, and you'll see why in just a moment. There is another realm called Erebus, and that's where you'll find copper, tin, aluminum, gold, lead, and silver. And the Nether now also has diamond, emerald, ruby, sapphire, saltpeter, and sulfur. They didn't say specifically, but I am assuming that the actual Nether still has the Nether quartz and the glowstone. They don't mention it not being there, so I'm kind of expecting it to be there. I haven't been there yet, so I can't show you just yet. And then there's the Deep Dark, which has all the previous stuff that I mentioned, all the previous ores, plus platinum. So you're pretty much, you have to work through it in a certain succession. You can't like go down to the near bedrock and find some diamonds and jump directly to diamond armor. Well, not directly, but you know what I mean. There's a very orderly procession in how you go through the pack. It does not have an HQM manual. It has an achievement book instead, and I won't read it to you, but you can read it. They talk about things that you can do, and the fact that it's just a checklist. You don't get any reward bags from it. Everything that you get is things that you got yourself, or you might have found in a dungeon or something. So some people might say, well, it sounds a lot more grindy. I think it is in some respects, and it isn't in others. It's just different, and that's cool. So some of the recipes that are going to be a shock is the torch. For example, it takes a block of coal and a stick, and you get one torch. Torches are now precious commodities. Redstone torches. I don't know if this is something that has been changed in vanilla, and I'm just not aware of it. But I was under the impression that vanilla, that redstone provided about half as much light as a torch does, but it still provided some light. Well, it doesn't here, because I thought, well, I'll try using those instead once I found a bunch of redstone. No. Carpenter's torch, same thing, block of coal. The only one that is reasonable in price, as far as I can see, is this torch, but you have to go to Erebus in order to get the bamboo. And I'm assuming you can grow the bamboo. I might be wrong, I don't know. But I'm really hoping I can grow it, because that's where I'm going to get my torches in the future. So I've played this mod pack so far in total, probably about 20 hours, this particular world. And I hadn't done a walkthrough prior because I was just too tired this morning to do it, because I played through till this morning. But I'm going to go through quickly what I've done here. I wanted to explain, what the mod pack was about. That it really what I've told you so far about it is basically what I know. I can't really explain it in any shorter terms. I would say go to the FDB thread, which I will link in the description of the video, to get the overview that the modpack authors have written. But there is one other thing that I wanted to mention is there is some cool crop breeding in this pack from Agricraft, and I'm still playing with that. I've managed to crossbreed some crops, like that's how I got my carrots here, my sweet potatoes, and I got potatoes. I actually did find a village, and I managed to get some strawberries from there, so those I didn't breed. And the rye and the wheat, or rye and barley, I've also crossbred to get those things, and so I'm really enjoying that. So as you can see, I've got this all fenced off to be safe, and I've got a little hidey hole thing that takes me over to my house. So now I'm just going to give you a quick tour of the base that I've got set up in the last 20 hours. So this is the basement, which is currently not being used very much. This will take you over. I've been experimenting with progressive automation, and this is a wooden planter. You can put upgrades in it. They look like they vanish, but when you break the machine, you get them back. But you put your seeds in, you put your you can make mini charcoal by just putting it in a grid, and it turns into 8. Basically what it does is breaks it down so that there's less waste. Because if it does an action and there's energy left over from the action and it has nothing else to do, then it burns up that energy and it goes to waste. So it just lessens the waste. I haven't got it automated in any sense. I don't have automatic charcoal going in or anything like that. But as you can see, it's automatically gathering the wheat and planting it. So that is awesome. And down here was my first attempt at basically mining a little bit to get coal and stuff. I've also harvested some clay for projects, which I'll show you in a moment. And I'll show you where that goes to in just a sec as well. But my proper mine is down this way, and I won't show you it. It's just a typical mine. I got lucky at the bottom. I actually have a slime chunk down there, so I can go down and find the occasional slime. So yeah, that's pretty cool. This world is a drier, I wouldn't say totally dry world, but it is drier. The majority of the biomes that you're going to see is Mesa and Savanna. And there's some deserts thrown in as well, and some ocean. I don't know how deep the oceans are. I haven't actually explored them yet. I'm going to need to do that to get some clay, because, yeah, it's pretty dry landscape when you're away from the ocean. I'm kind of expecting them to be a bit shallower, but, well, we'll find out. So this is the inside of the house. This is my main room with my work area and my storage of fiddly bits and ores and such. And, of course, a filing cabinet for all my micro blocks that I like to use. And this is my bedroom. It's small but cozy. And over here is my bathroom with my experience grade. The pause that refreshes. I always thought that sounded like you were taking a tinkle when you stood on the grate, so I made it official. It's now a bathroom. This is the kitchen, well, kitchen/crop area. So I've got all my Pam's stuff going on here. Got my infinite water source there available from either side. And here I have my food and the crops. So as you can see, I've got some crops that have different attributes than the basic ones, which have 1, 1, and 1. Strength has to do with weeds, ability to fight off weeds. That is disabled in this pack, so you don't really have to care about the strength attribute. The growth and the gain are the things that you want to try to increase. I have some seeds planted for grain that actually have 3 growth and 3 gain. I do want to spend a lot more time playing with the crops, as I said. I've been busy trying to get established. I got my little orchard here. I've been living off of fruit salads and, well, toast. Not bread, but toast. And I would really like to, you know, get some more variety in my diet here. Managed to collect some critters. Managed to bring home a single chicken. I just managed to make a hopper hawk over in the Botania area that you saw back there. And I'll probably go back there and talk about that briefly, just in case you're not familiar with Botania. We got our first egg. Awesome. But it took me 20 hours of play to get to the point of being able to make a hopper hawk, by the way. That's my latest accomplishment. Which I needed so I could get more chickens. Because the chickens... Oh, I guess I did that. Oh well. The chickens are so far away. The only ones that I found that there was... I couldn't get more than one back, basically. And when you look at the landscape, the chickens were over here. These are deep gorges. We're up high on a mesa. So, yeah. It was interesting even getting a single chicken back. I think I spent like a half hour, 40 minutes trailing this chicken back home. Over here, I have set up my blood magic altar. It only is a tier 2 altar, but I've got the whole structure built. I wanted it to look like it was here for a long time and was being, well, basically encroached on by that hill there. And I think I managed to convey that successfully. So, pretty cool. I'll show you the view from the other side as well. I'm pretty pleased with how it came out. And as you can see, we have a very dramatic volcano over there. That's pretty cool. It's not complete yet down here. There will be a door. I'm going to put some glass in for the windows. I kind of want to make it, you know, like I said, look like it's been here for a really long time. And as you can see down here, I didn't actually extend the brown clay here because I wanted that to look like it was covered up. So down here you can see that I didn't actually put the full structure in there, but that's, oh dear, excuse me, I gotta get that out of there. That's left over for construction. There we go. I will say that in this pack, this is the first time I have used stone tools for so long. Actually, once I nap and make it day again, I'm going to quickly demonstrate how you make, for example, a new pick. Now, this is not the same, it works the same with the wooden ones, but you have to start out with actual wooden ones in order to make them. So for example, I can't make a pick. This is sad, I need to make a pick. No, take your stone pickaxe, you have to put it in the grid with it, and there you go. Now this theme applies to wood, so to make a wood pickaxe you would do the same thing. And then you might say, well, but how do I make my first wood axe? And because that's the very first tool you're going to make is an axe. And it is possible, but instead of going like this, which you can do after you get a wood axe, you actually have to do this. Very expensive first axe, but you can make it. And then after that, you can take it like so and make your future axes. You can also use that, I think, to make, no, you have to use a pick. You can use this to make the first wood or stone pick. No, wait, how did I make my first stone pick? Oh, you have to put a wood pick in there. That's right. Okay, sorry. You use the wood pick to make the first stone pick, etc. Just like you use the wood axe to make the first stone axe, which I could demonstrate like so. No, you have to make the pick. Make the wood pick. The wood pick makes the stone pick, and then the stone pick makes the stone axe. Right. Stone pick to make the stone tools. Okay, sorry. I'm a little confused because I haven't been using the wood ones for 20 hours. Well, actually, 15 hours. I haven't used much for the wood ones. And so I was getting a little confused. But you can look up the recipes. Of course, they are in NEI. And you can see the basic recipe there. And then once you get your first one, your future ones. So I would say always, what I've been doing is I always keep a backup of my basic tools in a chest. Wait, I didn't talk about my bridge. I keep the first tool in the progression in a chest, just so that if the one that I'm using breaks before I remember to make a new one, then I can just use the backup one that I have in the chest. Alright, so this bridge I made originally to bring animals and such across. Unfortunately, it's too narrow. Their pathing cannot figure out how to get down this center thing here, even though with the micro blocks they should be able to. But the pathing can't figure it out. So you could use that actually to block enemy mobs from getting into your castle or something as well, I suppose. But in this case, it was a failure for half of the reason I built it. Next time I build a bridge in an angle, I'm going to make it one more wide, and I think that will solve the issue. I could be wrong. I guess I'll find out. But as you can see, the most plentiful material I had was clay, so that's why my house is made out of clay. My blood altar is made out of clay. My bridge, it's made out of clay. But it actually fits in with the landscape, and it's very interesting building with a sort of a restricted palette of options to start with. So I'm really kind of pleased with how that's come out. And like I said, this isn't finished yet. You know, we will have things underneath here, but it's all ready to go when I get to that point. Okay, so let's head back to the house. I would fly, but I can't fly yet here. There is no morph in this mod pack, so there is angel rings, but I'm going to have to get to the point of making those. And there may be other options to be able to fly too that I'm unaware of. There's so much to explore in this pack that I haven't played with. This is my little tiny wood tree farm that I'm trying out. Again, it's running on the charcoal. The saplings and stuff will actually go into here as fuel after a certain point. So I'm kind of hoping that it will go here by preference, and the wood will go in here as well. So yeah, I'm going to have to keep an eye on it. I have upgraded this one to by putting in 6 upgrades. Okay, so this is a wooden chopper. I'll just show you the upgrades really quickly. I'm trying to make this not a hugely long end of the day tour. So yeah, here's the wooden chopper. But that's not what I wanted to show you. I wanted to show you progressive. There we are. Okay, so I've put in, you start off with being able to plant 1 item, and for every one of these that you add, you can plant 1 more item. So because I've got 6 here, I've put in 5 upgrades to do that. And this is the lowest tier one. I'm hoping the higher tier ones, you know, will be more efficient, possibly do more area. I don't know yet. At the time that I made this, I couldn't yet afford anything more interesting. Okay, so we've just got a redstone engine here, as you saw from above. We have a wooden transport pipe, and we have a stone transport pipe pulling out the goods down here. And I'm just going to take this up there and throw these things in there so that I can actually, yeah, okay. It is gathering the apples too. At first I thought it wasn't, but it is. It only doesn't gather them if it runs out of power. Right, so let's just take this out. And the interesting that I found, I don't know if it's a bug or intended, but you can't put a better tier axe in there. It only takes the wooden axes. And that might be because it's the wooden chopper. It might be intended to only take the same tier tool as the tier of the machine itself. So, anyway, back to the Botania area, and which we started out there, but I didn't talk about it. We have here a design that I was shown a picture of, and I will try to remember to put the link to that picture in my description. I have modified it slightly because originally the hydrangeas were supposed to go here as well, but I was finding that the pools were getting broken, being turned into a regular, you know, 1 block of water running, or 2 blocks there, and it was no longer an infinite pool, and that was because there was too many hydrangeas pulling at the same time. I noticed in the thread that there was a number of different solutions for that problem, and one of the ones that I was going to try was to actually put a pool here, so every hydrangea had up to 4 pools potentially it could draw from, and that might actually prevent the pools from getting broken. I don't know. I haven't gotten around to try it yet because, well, we're getting enough mana for now. I know that at some point that's not going to be enough, and at that point we will deal with messing about with this some more. Alright, I think that's going to be all for my first tour of this single-player world of Phoenix Reborn. So if you guys would like to check it out, like I said, I will have the links in the description of the video. So please feel free to go and take a look at it. I'm sure that the more people playing it and finding things for the mod pack authors, I'm sure they would just love that. Anyway, oh, this mod pack is not in beta as far as I know. I did ask Gideon Seymour, who is one of the team that made this mod pack, and it's just behind the curtain, as it were. You have to put in the pack code Phoenix Reborn in order to download it, have it show up on the third-party tab in the FTB launcher. So, but it is out of beta. I'm sure I'll be corrected if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure I'm right. I'm a little sleepy, so, you know, mistakes can occur. It's sad, but it happens. In any case, I hope you guys enjoyed this tour, and I'm sure there will be others in the future. I won't be doing this quite as often as Tolkien Craft. At least at the current point in time, I don't think I will be. There may come a point in time where I will be doing this more than Tolkien Craft. I don't know. But I will be doing the both in tandem. And so you'll be seeing, well, end-of-day tours from both of these, although not one a day from each. Anyway, you guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope to see you in the stream. You all take care now. Bye!